Our USET Member Tribal Nations are mindful of their spiritual connections and interdependence with all creation, of their cultural responsibilities to be good stewards of their homelands, and their urgency for collective action. The first Earth Day was observed on April 22, 1970, with rallies held by concerned Americans across college campuses and cities in the United States. We applaud the heightened awareness and restorative gains made by the Earth Day movement over the past decades. We are committed to do our part. Our member tribal nations are carrying on their cultural lifeways within their territories, sharing traditional ecological knowledges, and engaging in regional and national planning initiatives and response actions. We are pleased to share examples from our member tribal nations.
River cane is a native grass to the southeast. It's very similar in morphology to bamboo, but it's not invasive like most bamboos are to the southeast. And it's important for both cultural and ecological reasons. Culturally, our people and many southeastern peoples in the region would have used it for a whole variety of different reasons. And then ecologically, it cleans our water, it stabilizes our banks, it provides habitat to wildlife, and sequesters carbon from the atmosphere. So like many things with colonization, including sort of industrialized agriculture, timber operations, and livestock operations, a lot of the river cane habitat was destroyed. Over 98% of river cane no longer exists. And so it's sort of indicative of what happened to Native people. And it's sort of a shared commonality we have with river cane where we're trying to go from this survivingness to now something where we're thriving as a people and as a species of river cane. Because it was so synonymous with southeastern peoples, we really saw a need to restore it to our land because we knew it existed, but was sort of on that brink of surviving. We wanted to make sure that our focus within the Department of Natural Resources was to restore our native ecosystems and really make sure that everything that we're doing within the Department of Natural Resources is culturally significant so that we can connect people to the land and restore their relationships, particularly with river cane. The ultimate goal is really to have healthy enough populations that we can harvest cane sustainably for generations. And it's really to make sure that there's never going to be a disconnect in the relationship between people and river cane again.
So one thing that I think is important with a lot of traditional arts that rely on going out into nature to get your materials is that you're touching every single piece of that basket or whatever you're making. This river cane project gives us a glimpse into the importance of river cane for our ancestors, how much they used it, how much time and effort they had to put into becoming experts in using the cane. For us in the present, it allows us to work with the land and see how important it is to have that relationship where we're nurturing the land that we have so that we have materials to use in our cultural practices. And for future generations, I am a firm believer that whenever we transmit that cultural knowledge, we're strengthening those familial and communal bonds within our communities by passing that knowledge on to others, which will strengthen us in the long run. We've done several week-long workshops where we've gone from harvesting the cane up in the mountains to processing everything down into the splints that you see here, dyeing the splints with natural dyes, and then constructing a basket.
And it was about over 160 hours worth of work. But it's something that I'm very proud of to be able to have as something that connects me to people I never knew from the past who would have worked with this sort of material every day. This basket really is something that reconnects me with my ancestors who would have made baskets out of the same material on the same river.
I think it is really special because, the river cane baskets that we've been working on are some of the first in over 100 years. We've lost so much, and to be able to bring a plant that is dwindling back to vitality and being able to restore it to our lands, it's going to allow us to be able to keep our culture alive so that those things don't die, so that all of those things that our ancestors fought for and our ancestors loved don't fade away, that our children will know them and they can teach their children about them too.
The Earth Day movement grew out of concerns about threats to human and environmental health caused by everyday practices that led to discharges of pollution into our rivers and into our airsheds and landscapes. We have since made strides to regulate and manage those threats, yet we still have much more to do.
Because if we preserve our land, then we are essentially preserving our culture.
Let us be more mindful of what we can do and recognize that Earth Day is every day.